Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome wherever in the world you are. Hope you're all doing well today. So, welcome to another episode of Eve. And we are like Year of the Dragon. Being a dragon myself. That's pretty exciting. Yeah. So, Nigel, my goodness, you're excited this early in the morning. So, we've got multiple things going on. If you're watching on Twitch, there are drops. It is for a mysterious gallnut crate, 2 hours, and you can have it. And then, yeah, so I think we're gonna do just a little bit of industry stuff this morning, and then get into some shooting things. So that is my thought. So the biggin, 38 months as a sub. Nice way to start the day. All right. So 38 months. How about 1,140 gold to everybody here in your honor? Thank you. Much appreciated. All right. So I've been buying some stuff for PI. I've got a lot of product here, and start the day with the dance. Well, you started with the dance. I was gonna say I'm not gonna dance, but anyway, I've got a lot of PI stuff here. And probably need to take it up to the station where I'm going to be doing PI. And do I have a freighter in here? Uh-oh, where's my freighter? Can I not have a freighter here? Where's my freighter? Says it's here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. Man, I was having trouble seeing things. There we go. Big old freighter. So now I think that I've got, I'm going to want to take some items up to wow. God, just that salvage stuff is a huge amount of money. Okay, well, maybe I'm going to have to make 2 trips. We'll see here. That's 110. 24. 312. That takes me up to 1 billion. All right, let's pull that back out. Let's see where we get with these things. Whoa, man, that makes me full. Okay, so all right, we can do 1.3 billion. That'll be fine. All right. Good old freighter. Here we go. A little trucking.
Warp drive active.
People get worried about getting ganked in their freighters, and the freighter is actually the least of my worries. You know, as long as I don't put too much value in it. So there is a new skin pack available today. Like I mentioned, Year of the Dragon. In our store, we have 2 Chinese New Year packs that are up for limited time. One of them has a bunch of dragon skins in it.
Oh yeah, another dragon boarding the train. All aboard? Choo choo.
Rinmin Tinfin, 28 months as a sub. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. How about 560 gold? Everybody here in your honor? Thank you. So, and as I mentioned, we got drops today. Mysterious Gallnet crate is the first one. Which they tend to have, a lot of times they'll have a pretty good skin in them. So. Gallnet skin. Now, hopefully I don't get a caracal, because out of those skins that I've gotten, I kid you not, I've gotten about 7, maybe 8 of the of those, and I kid you not, 3 of them have been a caracal. So I'm ready for something other than a caracal. So do any of you actually, that are here, actually celebrate Chinese New Year? Wondering. I don't particularly, but I would like to understand it a little bit better. Lidar, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. How y'all doing? So, if you're here for the drops, we got them. Yeah. Five Country, you go out of your way to find any reason to celebrate. Yes, and Sidar, thank you again. And welcome everybody. We are doing just a little bit of industry transport. Start off the day today. And so I've got a full load of PI and some salvage, and heading out to my manufacturing facility, and then going to head back with a load of product to sell in Jita that I've manufactured. So I've got actually probably quite a few jobs that are done, and yeah, I probably have a little bit of catch up to do. I'll admit I've been logging in and doing just a little bit, but I've let some stuff go because I've been playing too much Pal World. Well, not too much. It's been the right amount. But, you know, a couple of things have slacked off because of it. Oh my. Yeah. So... You've taken the week off, Pal World? Pal World's addictive? Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of good stuff going on in Pal World. I've been enjoying it. But I'm not, like, quitting playing Eve or anything. Nobody needs to worry about that. Pal World is not Eve. I don't think Pal World has necessarily the kind of staying power that Eve does to keep me logging in every day for more than 10 years.
Warp drive active.
But I do have probably 50 some hours in Pal World now, so just a few. Yeah, no, I'm not quitting Eve. Don't worry. I may play Pal World a bit, but I'm not quitting Eve. Nope. Forgotten how long it takes to get to warp in my freighter. It's a long time. I don't know what I'm at, like 50 seconds or something like that. What am I at? $46. Could have hopped into a clone that has a little bit faster stuff for warp and everything, but not going to be flying this all day. Check on industry while I'm... Oh yeah, there's a lot of jobs done. Ton. Oh, including these structure parts. Oh, nice. Okay. Very good. Oh, those shield extenders are not done yet. I was thinking those were done. They got another 5 days of cooking. Painted Athenor all black and green yesterday. Does it look good? Does it look kind of like the angel skins? Those ones that are really dark with the green stripe.
Drive active.
Okay, well, let's finish up jobs that are this character. I keep the other ones up because I need to restart the other guys. So, oh, I do have some shield extenders that are done. Okay. Yeah, so these are large shield extenders. Then small cap capacitor batteries. Industrial sinos. Oh, I didn't know I was making more of these. Okay. I am getting ready to do some. Oh, that's that was research. Okay. Now it's at a 10. All right, there we go. Get it up to a 20 now on timeliness or on speed. This 1018. Do the math to see whether or not these need to be 20. It depends. It depends on how many can be made in one shot. We'll get through this gate and then take a look at that. Hello, pet boy. Alright, so speed on these may not matter. See, it's a 1018 now. How many can it make in one shot? 56. So, yeah, if I were to get it... Oh, it's 1020 now. Alright, well then I don't need to do any more to it, do I? It is done. That is a huge research right there. Very expensive, huge research. So, yeah, good. Glad to have that done. 51, 57. Excellent. All right, same thing for this one, I believe. Yep, it is 1020 now. Very good. It's a big deal being able to make these. And to have... I trained these up myself all the way. Hello, Renton. This one is a manufacturing job. I'm going to go ahead and deliver that one. It's not on another guy, but... Alright, so it's everything. Got another couple days before I have any more ready to go. So, these here, 56 is the max. What's it going to cost me to do that? 2.4 billion, come out to 3.2 billion. These are for stations. This is yeah, those blueprints are for stations. So this is why I've been working on PI stuff. Man, I really don't like doing PI, but I have been buying PI materials. I am going to be doing them up here let's see here. I'm going to be using this guide for stuff. What this guide though has is everything is tier 2 to start. And so I'm going to have to do some tier 1 refining as well. I'm going to have to do it on one of my other characters. Because this is one, this is going to take up all the spots on a single character, and I want one character managing this. So I'm going to have to get a second character doing PI. Not mining, but refining. I have been able to get stuff pretty cheap, but we'll see what things come out to be on the costs on everything. So yeah. We're just gonna have to see. So, and Renton, did I say thank you for the follow? If not, thank you. And Dark Xavier, thank you as well. Welcome.
Warp drive active.
So, setting up the stuff for PI, I mean, once I've got it set up, then it just kind of works. I just have to keep it fed, so to say. I have been, you know, mining some stuff in null-sec, and you know, it's been, God, I just don't like doing it, but I need the stuff and I could just buy it. So, you know, like, I'm kind of doing it begrudgingly. I would say that probably is what it feels like the most. evehelper.tk. Pedro Chaps, hello. Yes, the evehelper.tk. I've been using that. Yeah. That is a good recommendation. Playing Eve for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing pretty much daily for more than 10 years. So, yeah. This 2008 yourself? Yeah, I actually started in 2003, but I washed out a few times and didn't really play a lot until, I don't know, when this character was born. It's when I started playing pretty much daily, so April 2013. When I was most wanted player in Eve, yeah, for a few years until they took the wanted system down. The bounty system, I should say.
Warp drive active.
Did I not cash in on that? Well, there's no cashing in on it. You know, you have to take losses greater than what you get paid. So if you intentionally try and collect your own bounty, it's a losing proposition. Or was. Don't know what it is these days, because it's nothing. If I got potted, the killing player would collect. This is true. They will collect, or they would collect, what was it, 80% of the value of the hull of the ship? Something like that. So, you know, it's an upside down proposition if you are trying to collect it yourself. If you're killing other players, well then you get money get paid for hitting them, but otherwise, yeah, it didn't work that way. It couldn't be self-serving. So, just wasn't working that way. Yeah, otherwise you just go kill yourself in a Corvette over and over again, right? Collect.
Warp drive active.
So I'm sure what people did when they got a high bounty at first, I don't know, maybe whenever that system was put in place, they thought of that beforehand, but that type of thing, usually not, you know. You don't ever think anybody would abuse the system. Well, faith in humanity, you know. Here, I'm gonna stop in system.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna do a pickup in here. There's one station that has a good load of stuff for me to pick up. Not everyone in Eve, not in Eve, everyone is trustworthy. Yes, yes, everybody. You can trust everybody all the time, 100%. You're warping. Garth says he doesn't even trust himself sometimes. You go, man. You know thyself. Oh. Alright, I need to figure out which, well, maybe I just drop this stuff off in my main hangar. I do have another,
Docking permission requested.
freighter
Docking request
out
accepted.
here that is, expanded to the max for taking stuff just a system or two. So. Stuff. That actually didn't add very much. It was quite a bit of salvage, but didn't actually add very much to the value, did it? It's like 40 million. I usually like there to be 100 million or more in a station before I go pick it up, but I just kind of eyeballed it on the way here. Got Eve, thank you for the follow, welcome. Y'all getting your drops? I'm about 30% of the way. First one. Hello, chaps. Hauling is painful. You got ganked in Jita on Monday with 3.5 billion in materials. Let me ask. Well, do you want to link the kill board? I mean, I'd be looking because I would want to see why you got ganked. 3.5 billion is over what I will haul in a freighter. About 2 billion in and out of Jita is about my max. I'll go 4 or 5 billion if I'm not hitting any of the pinch points, or going to a trade station. But beyond that, about 2 billion, and that's fully brick tanked. You know. Oh, you were not in a freighter. Oh. You got the series calling it creating another stream? Yeah, so it started about 3 hours ago. Oh, a tornado one-shot you. Dude, were you in a blockade runner? Blockade runners in and out of Jita. You must have a instadock, because they will blow up blockade runners even if you're empty. Worse, a T1 hauler. Oh my god. Well, at least you know thyself and thy mistakes. Yes, especially a T1 hauler, you must have an instadock. Dude, T1 hauler, the recommended is maybe 100 million. So, yeah. Hey, I have learned some really expensive mistakes myself. So, you know, yeah, sometimes I don't think too sometimes. And I just like, I just want to get this done. Nobody will notice. Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm not. Pata, thank you. All right, so I am almost at station. I'm going to be just dropping off. I'm not going to worry about where my PI station is going to be yet. So Anchor's got nothing. It was destroyed. All right, well, good. And on a tornado, did you put about a 50 million bounty on them? 50 million usually gets paid off. With a kill rate. Sometimes I've had as much as 100 million paid off on a kill rate, but 50 million is guaranteed. I did a little something back from that. So, do I consider EVE Online to be one of the best MMORPG? Have I played other games ahead of EVE? Yeah, I've played a ton of games, and like Ultima Online has a special special spot, you know, in my heart. Was it the greatest of all time? No. But it was groundbreaking. It was so many years of good fun. And I met so many people that to this day I'm still friends with, that I met back in 97, 98. I played pretty actively all the way up to about 2005. And then I still had accounts. I didn't, you know, last time I logged in was probably around 2010. And I played a ton of WoW, you know, which was good at the time. I wouldn't play WoW these days. I mean, maybe I would if I was bored, but I do like Sandbox better than Theme Park. And WoW is definitely Theme Park. EVE is definitely Sandbox. And EVE is probably the greatest MMO out there, in my opinion. You know, I'm a little bit biased on that because I play so much of it. I love the game, and you know, for all clarity, I'm a business partner with CCP. Have been for 20 years. So, exclamation point coupon in chat. You can get a link to our store where we sell EVE products. So, you know, the EVE has continually held my interest. I did stop playing as heavily for about a year when Dual Universe came out. I played that a lot more. I still logged into EVE daily though, and but you know, most games, so most MMOs have a life cycle of about 18 months. That is the typical life cycle. Some people will dip out a lot earlier. Some people go, you know, 3 years more. And with EVE, if you've seen some of their talks that they've given about stats and stuff at like FanFest or whatnot, it's in the 5 or 6 year range, I believe, of the average player length. And that's pretty incredible. I mean, honestly, that's pretty incredible for any game. So the only other games that would, you know, reach that are not MMOs. They're things like Minecraft or, you know, maybe, you know, Call of Duty, or you know, some other genres
Drive active.
and stuff. Eve has been one continuous game though too, and like, you know, Minecraft has been one game, but you know, Call of Duty and some of these others, you know, there's been multiple different ones, and so you probably need to count each individual one as separate. I mean, they have some value that, you know, a person goes from one version to the next, but there'll never be an EVE Online 2, I don't believe. I believe that what they would do is, you know, there's been probably 6 times, I think, in EVE where the technology has been updated, like it's a whole level up as if it was a new version, like major changes to the engine, major changes to the graphics, major changes to gameplay and everything. And so I think that whether we realize it or not, EVE has been continually upgrading, and that's one of the things that's great about it. If they stopped development, would there be people, if they stopped development today, would there be people still playing 10 years from today? Yes. But it'd probably only be somewhere around 10% of what there is right now. But with their development cycle and they're continually refreshing things, making new things, taking things away, replacing things, that's what gives it the life. That's what keeps it interesting. And we may take vacations from EVE, but that's what they are, they're vacation. Because nobody ever quits. All the time. I get, okay, so our current store, I have records back to 2011 on customers. And I kid you not,
Docking permission requested. Docking
probably
request accepted.
once a week, I see a customer transaction that comes back, that has been away for 10 years. And then there's the people who just come in and buy shit every day. But 10 years. I see these 10-year gaps, you know, and they get flagged in our system because 10 years is a long time, and so it won't just auto-approve it. But I see those all the time. So it's quite interesting. Yeah. All right, let's, we are going to take and we're going to put the PI stuff in the hangar here. And then everything else here, we are going to move into materials. And then we're going to grab some stuff that's been made. Oh, we can't put containers in containers. Let's see, what's the value on all of this? Okay, so I guess I can just take all of this. Man, I wish there was more that was done up and ready. Puts me at 680 million. It's not a huge amount. I don't think I have anything in here. Nope. So it doesn't look like I have anything else that's ready. All right. So I wish I did. I really wish I did. And let me just do another check here and make sure there's nothing else that needs to be completed here that is a manufacturing run. Nope. All the rest of them are other stuff. Okay. So is it on that? And here we're going to do one other thing here. We're going to look into the research here, and that's 1020. God, these are huge to get done. They're absolutely huge to get done. Those were like 8 or 9 month jobs, and they cost probably around the same amount as the value of this to get them at 1020. So, yep, I'm happy about that. All right, I don't think, oh yeah, that one's done. Okay. What about that one? Oh, that one's done. Man, I'm running out of things to do here. That one's not done. So, gosh, do I have the money? I don't have the money for it. I have some other blueprints I need to buy, and they're $1 billion each. So, all right, we are going to head back to Cheetah. And then I am going to come up here again, am I? No, probably not today. Or at least not right now. Okay, so we're going to head back to Cheetah. Did I already say hello, Zeno? If not, hello. So, Drunk Cheeto Gamers, you're from Colombia and you learned more or less English because of the game. Yeah, well, there is value in that, most definitely.
Warp drive active.
I certainly have learned a lot from the game. I haven't learned any of the languages, but there's a lot of things I've learned from Eve.
Oh yeah, another dragon boarding the train. All aboard? Choo-choo.
Dak! 30 months as a sub. Thank you for that. That's over 2 years. How about 600 gold? Everybody here in your honor. Thank you, thank you. So we'll take this stuff back to Jita. Probably going to put it on the market right away. And I should look at getting some other stuff done up here.
Warp drive active.
Let's get some other jobs going here. So there's not much left. I mean, most of these are in progress. Let's just start from the bottom here. I did have to add another $1 billion to my man, and I spent Okay, so one research job, just a single research job, I spent 499 million a couple days ago, just for one research job. Crazy. But the big shit costs to do. These right here, I mean, this is half a million. So not too big a deal. All right, I have one research spot free. And you know what? I'm gonna leave it free on this character. So I think let me look at what characters are in here who I need to log into. Several for Boca. We got this character here. Continue flying while we're doing some other stuff. Got 11 research jobs going on this character.
Warp drive active.
I don't know if those were finishing them or not. All of them for this character. Because I still have one going. Alright, there, another 6 days on that one. Okay. Oh yeah, so these need some more. Alright. Very good. We can do that. I can do that. Wait, these are the speed already and I didn't do the primary stuff? Why didn't I do the primary stuff? That's kind of strange. I usually do the burial efficiency first. Apparently I didn't do that with these. In a month, I'll have every single rig at 1020. Well, except for capitals, all subcaps. The capital rigs, I'm pretty much avoiding those because I'm working primarily in high sec. And selling cap rigs in high sec, not really too much of a thing, I don't think. Right, so this character is up and running, using all their spots. And I don't think I have another character on this account that is running any jobs. Now they're in null, and I have to wait another couple days. I moved this character to this account, and I had to exit Corp, and because we're at war, when I did it, I couldn't jump right back into Corp. It's giving me a 7-day cooldown. So, and I think that'll be up tomorrow. And this character, I'm gonna drain all his skills and move on. with them. Oh, and this guy. I believe we have some jobs here under this character.
Connecting. Warp drive active. Skill training completed.
We finished. Okay. We got in our skill queue going on here. Mass production, metallurgy, advanced industry, advanced mass production, advanced laboratory operation. All right. Yep, a bunch of manufacturing things, but we'll finish up this distribution connections. I've been working on stuff for sharing with my other guy. See here, this character, that, the reason I don't just hit complete all jobs is because I just want to remember what characters have spots free for starting new jobs. And if that didn't matter, then I would just say, just do all of them. That's all. We're in research here. Okay. You know, it's nice to build rigs, but it's so hard to get all the salvage you need at the right price. You can go buy it at Jita, but it may not be the right price. And you have to make sure when you're selling that you're getting shit at the right price, of course. They're full of jobs again. This guy's still well on his way. Don't have anybody bothering him. He doesn't have enough cargo value to worry about. My other character here. I didn't see whether or not he had any completed jobs. We'll find out. Is it Jita? Is there anything I need to redeem on this account here? Oh, I have a lot of stuff, don't I? Well, 6 days is the first one that comes up for him. All right.
Connecting. Connecting.
40 days worth of one extra job. If you are serious about keeping them going and everything, then yes. But it is a long train for the one extra job, isn't it? It definitely is. So, yeah. Well, 31 days here. See, does he have any? Oh, let's stack all this. Cerebral accelerators. Doesn't look like it.
Warp drive active.
I don't know how long I've got him skilling for. This guy is my expert in Galante. I mean, like, seriously an expert in Galante. He's got everything but Black Ops and Jump Freighters. Which I could give him Jump Freighter once I got the Black Ops done, because you know, a lot of the same skills. And I don't think that I'll move him into capital stuff. He'll probably just stop training, or only do stuff. Or maybe I'll put him into mining, or, you know, some mining stuff. I don't know. I may stop training him. So I don't know how long I've got on the queues here. Oh, well, this queue goes only for another month and a half, 2 months. So just gotta see. All right, what jobs has he got? Oh, and then I need to train them all in reactions too, probably. I'll probably start doing some reaction stuff. I need to play with that a little bit more to see whether or not I really want to do that, but I may. Oh, he's only got one job done. Alright. Well, I can start one more. And that's only to 18. Why, I couldn't get that done all the way? Well, I guess not. I guess that one takes a long time. Doesn't cost very much. Just takes a long time. Oh, and the SEC tax went up. That was one change they put in last week. Yeah, they raised it from 1.5% to 4%. And so
Warp drive active.
now I've got another cost in there. Use them to farm skill instead of stopping training.
Connecting.
I suppose I've never worked out the profit on that, or the not profit on that.
Skill training completed.
So, you know, does he have any augmentations in right now? He does not. Maybe he should. He is training too and stuff. Just advanced, you know, I have 104 days training on him. This is the guy that has another 2 months. So, yeah, I wanted to get this advanced laboratory done. Yeah, I probably won't continue training him at that point, but I don't know. So, what is SCC tax? Well, let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, they said that last week that they changed the SCC tax, which is, I think, a high-sec only tax, from 1.5% to 4%. And let me finish these jobs. There's profit. You won't be able to plex a character from it, but you could, like that. But one injector gives you more when you extract the cost, right? So, all right. Thermal shield amplifier. Okay, if I look here, SCC surcharge 4%, and so it's 18 ISK. Let's see if I do the job runs up to 10. It's 43,000 ISK, and so it would have been, you know, 15,000 or so, and now it's 43,000. So it actually significantly adds to the cost. This one's cheap because it's cheap to research this. But when you're doing shit like, you know, stations or capital components and stuff like that, that's not cheap. It'll really get you. So, yeah, it's ending up costing me more to do stuff in high sec, for sure.
Oh yeah, another dragon boarding the train. All aboard!
Pagan,
Choo choo.
thank you for 5 months as a sub. 50 gold, everybody here in your honor. Thank you. Hello, Nick Pa. Alright, so this one here, you know, it's costing me more. You know, in research and stuff, it doesn't bother me so much. In manufacturing, though, I think that same tax is in on manufacturing. We can look. Let me get my queue full here. Another way to punish high-sec players? Well, you know, I'm not calling it punishment, but do one more. Could not be submitted. Alright, well then let's try it again. Current skill does not support this. Oh, because I'm at 10. Okay, so let's look at just BPOs, Acolyte blueprints, and see there's that SCC surcharge in there as well. Like I said, it went from 1.5% to 4%, so it's like a 2.5 times more, you know? Like, is that okay? Thinking it is. And like here at Athenor, and we would be doing as many jobs as we could on a build. Could do 8 according to this. See, that tax is now 173 million, where it would have been 60 million or so. So now I have to make another 100 million in profit, or move this to null-sec or something. I don't know. I don't like it when it's see-through. Blur, no. Transparency off. There. I prefer higher contrast to the opaque bullshit. Alright, I have only one more character that I need to log into for doing this stuff, and they are on this character here. So we're obviously not going to log out while flying. Why not just manufacture in null? Well, you have to be set up in null to do it. One does not simply go to null. It doesn't work like that. You have to be part of an alliance, and then you have duties to the alliance. And sure, I can, I can manufacture in null. I have 3 characters now in null. And I'm divided attention, helping a customer at the same time. Customer taken care of.
Warp drive active.
So the transport of stuff to and from null is kind of a big deal. And then, you have to put your stuff into player stations. Horde is an easy one to get into. Yes, it is. And but then you have to transport your stuff to those stations. And I have blueprints that, are worth, like for the big stuff, like the Athenor, building that. Okay, so you need to be in the proper station for that. Tax rate needs to be okay for that and everything. And then you have to have all the materials up there. And then the biggest issue is transport. So an Athenor, you can fit, what, 3 of them into a jump freighter? Maybe 4? Aren't they, what are they, 50K each? So maybe 5 or 6. And then you've got the cost of transport and everything, which it can be scary unless you're doing it yourself. But then if you're doing it yourself, flying a jump freighter can be scary too. So I could transport materials up there, but if I buy material, okay, so if I buy materials in null and then manufacture things and then send them to HiSec to sell, it doesn't quite work that way. All the shit costs more in null. So you get it cheaper in HiSec. So, you got to weigh all that out. Really, what it comes down to is, if I can make at least 20%, even if it takes me a while to sell it, if I can make 20% within having an item on the market for 3 months, that's my bottom cutoff point. And I'm happy with the 20%. Maybe I'd make 30 manufacturing it from null. But then I have all the extra hassle of all the transport and everything. So I should look at what the route is, up to my section of space. The corp that I'm in Moose Army, and Moose Army is a fantastic corp for manufacturing and industry. So we have a lot of facilities and stuff. It's a matter of logistics. And then my manufacturing characters are all in HiSec. I could train my 3 guys that I have to do manufacturing up in null-sec. Gosh. Well, Schosendar. If I can make profit, I'll do it. If I have to go to null to make profit, it needs to be really good profit. If I could make 40% profit for the trouble of going to null to do it, yeah, I'd probably do that. 20% high sec, 40% null sec. You know? Welcome, Dragon. Welcome, Dragon is such a hoot. Shosundar says hello and says, oh great, another human, just what I needed. Welcome, Shosundar. I hope you brought some sacrifices with you because I'm a dragon and I demand to be worshipped. Can't you see it's my year? It's Year of the Dragon starting tomorrow. Chinese New Year. Show some respect or face my fiery wrath. Yeah. So... Dragon getting a big head because Chinese New Year tomorrow and it's Year of the Dragon. Am I using implants when I haul? I always have implants in. I do not believe that I have any implants in for hauling. I go a little bit more towards skill gain than I do toward hauling. I do have a hauling set, which does get me some more speed on warp and a little bit better alignment and everything. It also gives me more more armor. But for this guy right now, yep, I'm just improves, and everybody should be using Alchemist that uses any sort of cerebral accelerator. Everybody should be using these. Gives you another 10% on everything, so another 10% on your training. My favorite implant for hauling is the one that gets me about 10% more armor or hull. I don't remember which it is. But the combination of things, because anytime I've been using that and I've had a gank attempt on me, they have always failed. Because they don't know that you have that, and they don't bring enough firepower. So... I haven't had a gank attempt in a while, though. It's been a few years now that I only fly brick tanked. I don't cargo expand anymore. I don't put in shit for faster alignment or anything like that. Not anymore. I used to, but I've just decided that I can haul less, do more trips, and not be messed with. And my formula has worked out pretty good. That's not to say that somebody won't be like, oh, he said that he hasn't been ganked in a while, so I should take care of that. Well, then they bring however much firepower they want to make sure that happens, regardless of what I'm carrying. Because they want to take me out. Well, that could happen. But I tend to fly under the radar most of the time. All right, I'm using an Instadoc even with this. You know, just keeps... I try and actually make that a habit to use my Instadoc location with every ship that comes into JITA. That way, if I kind of make it a habit, then when I'm flying a ship that's particularly susceptible to getting shot and needing that I'm just doing it out of habit and not forget. Because I have, you know, flown here forgetting, and I'm in a ship that could be shot. And sometimes I get shot.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right, so that, I don't know if I have. Okay. Look at the market here. That's 31% above, huh? What would it cost me to make these? All right, they cost 28 each to make. There's just a lot of people, you know, they get big to transport and stuff. So, all right. Leave it at that. Lowest on the market. It's only 113 million. See, it's going to sit up there for a while to, you know, sell all those. I'm not sure 15,000 a day are sold. Yeah. Even that day, which is high, is 4,600. So it's going to take them a while to sell. They will sell, but it's going to take them a while. And these other items, they're all mid. And so here's how I do this. I put stuff into mid, and then Just these two items. Price history here. See, it hits this quite often. Down here, 90K. I look for a triple peak. That's not the absolute peak. I consider this to be an anomaly, but this in the trend here, you know. $94K is hit a couple times. Let's see, 87. I think I'm gonna go with 87. I think that seems like a reasonable place to sit on that. Won't sell right away. Because that's 25% above. That might be too high, but let's let it ride. All right, it's not going to sell overnight, but when the market here clears out, my 5,200 right there, be right in line. And this here, wow, this price stuff here is crazy. $133. It's really kind of steadied here. Small cap battery. Let's see what we built them for. Two. $33. Just fine. All right, there we go. Those will start selling pretty much right away. Oh. All right. Well, it adjusted my price. You know, I forget what the formula is, but it'll adjust your price on things. So. All right. Watching on YouTube. Have to wait for the next episode.